All right, guys, welcome to the next video. I want to talk about something quickly. I want you to um, come on this journey with me. And this is where I became a successful trader. Okay, now, like I said, I was a part of IML. In IML, there was a lot of reversal trading. Now, this is the M1. The only reason why I'm going to the M1, I want to show you something. What's going on in this market. This is EU. What's going on in EU right now? Can you tell me what's going on right now? If you said uptrend, yes, you're correct. All right. Not only is this an uptrend, it's a strong uptrend. Like if I don't really use this stuff, but if you like put trend line in, it's just trending. On the higher time frame, it's trending too. Now, when I first start trading, I'm trying to look for reversals. Why look for reversals when the market is trending? We got a breaker structure right here. What is that? What do we learn? If you're in my Discord class, what do you learn? First step, breaker structure. Right? What's the second step? Look for the demand. That was the last demand. And we also got another breaker structure right here. And these candles are a little bit stronger than these candles. So this is the demand. I'm not taking this trade. It's the M1, but there's a possibility that this could come back exactly where the 200 EMA at, where the demand is at, give us a breaker candle and continue. So instead of looking for this reversal, and oh yeah, I'm taking it to the down to the floor. The possibility of it coming back into a once, especially if it broke structure and there's a demand, why not take the continuation? Just imagine that this wasn't the M1. We're looking at the M5 or the M15, the M30 or whatever. This will be the move that we're looking for on this setup. Okay. Now, some of you guys still trade binary options, right? Even in binary options, the M1. If you see this set up, you should buy right here on binary options. Where's the? This will be your buying area. You put a 3-minute buy in and hold it. And you if you trade it like this with binary, you'll win. Instead of looking for reversal. It's 11:20 in the morning right now. This is the way it's trending. I can see EU continuing going up, but I do see a demand on the DXY. But still, it's trending. It's breaking. Every structure is being broken. Why are we looking for? There's one right there. I forgot about it, but I would want that one because the reason why I want this one, there's a lot of gaps in those candles, but this one right here too. You never know. Who knows? A lot of breaker structure. One right there, one right. So the thing is, yeah, we could look for reversal. Nothing wrong with that. But I tell my students this one thing that will change your trading forever. Look for continuations more than you look for reversals. Look for continuations more than you look for reversal. Please. Your trading account will do so much growing if you just did that. Look at that setup right there. Break of the candle right there, past that candle. Stop loss below there. And look where you are right now. On the M1, a 1 to 4. Just taking the continuation instead of thinking, oh, some wick projections right there. Oh, well, and it's just ignoring the fact that it's trending up. And there's a demand. Supply and demand is the way. Not saying no other way will work. But supply and demand is the way. It works well. I got, let me see, one, two, three. I got 4 students in my class that passed prop firms trading like this. They put their own pizzazz to it, but trading supply and demand the way the market presents itself. And every week we like I only trade one trade a day. And every week we come to the market. Like we would have took this trade if this was the M5. Let me show you a trade we took today. Where is it? GU or no? We took GJ. We come to the market every week. That's the trade we took today. We was out right there, out the trade. Why? Look at it. Let's go back for our bar replay. We right there. What's going on here? Uptrend, right? Demand right there. Why is that the demand? Demand is at the lows, especially the market is breaking structure. The lows are demand. So break a structure. Where's the demand at right here? It'd have been right there. That would have been demand. But see, it tapped that demand, created a new demand, and came back up and broke structure again. Structure break. So now the next thing I'm looking for is to continue or either come back to the structural high or whatever. So here's, see how it tapped the zone? Even on the M15, you look at it on the M15, look. It's when you look at the M15, it'll be a wick. It'll be a doji, and then the inside of in those wicks on the higher time frames, inside of those wicks are hidden demand zones on lower time frames. So it taps it. Let's see. Comes down, tap. It already tapped it. So right there is when we got in. We got in, so it tapped it. So the candle that needs to be broken is above that wick. Stop below the zone. We try to get a 1-to-1. But I think I made this because I was anticipating a high off that move. And that's exactly what happened. Tap of the zone right there. Candle break. That's the rejection candle. So the candle break would have been right there. Unless you wanted to get, I mean, sometimes you can get in aggressive. You could have got in aggressive right there, but I try to just make sure I follow rules. Following rules has grown significant my trading account. My only thing now is to get bigger size accounts and trade them. That's my next step. Getting bigger size accounts and trade them. But where I'm at right now is I got the system down. The system is down, packed. Right? Now I gotta take that and start getting higher prop firms. My highest prop firm that I've had live was only a 50K. It's time to go into the 200. I'm trying to grow now. It's time to grow so I can get, where I need to be. And that's a whole nother ball game too. That's a psychological ball game. Yeah, I know how to trade, but now the lot size is going to be even bigger for the account. So things are going to be different because you got to think about it. A 200K account. The entry right here, if this is a 200K account on GJ, this entry has to be somewhere in between 1.75 lots to about 3 lots on a 200K account. On a 2,000, was a $200,000 account, that's going to be 17 lots to 30 lot setup. The psychology is different. So it's levels to this. And if you're stuck at a level, it's okay. Get that level down, get comfortable, and start adding more lots or double twin trade. Because you already know how to trade it, but now it's time to do the psychology to get the lot size different. Because now your drawdown gonna look different. You got used to the drawdown that you were in with that smaller account. Now you got to get used to the drawdown of a bigger account. Take baby steps. What you rushing for? Take baby steps. But you can do it. It's just a mental thing. But again, like I said, the whole synopsis of this video is if the market is pushing and breaking structure, why look for reversals. I'm gonna show you one more thing. Now, I hope you're taking notes on this. Go back and look at this video. Understand what I'm saying, if you can. I'm gonna show you why trend trading is better than looking for reversals. I'm just go to any random trade. Let's see. Let's go to something I don't trade that much. EuroCAD. All right. See how it's trending down? You could have gotten well, I'm sorry. So it's on a downtrend, right? It broke that. There was a demand right there that broke. I actually took that setup, but that was it because it came to the supply. It came up to that supply right there, tapped it, and then fell. So this is a higher time frame, right? We're scalping, so we trading off the something. So something like this. You see the market doing this. Look how many count. I'm not gonna count it. Count how many H4s that it took to even make this bigger move. That's probably a couple of days, right? And even still to this day, it's still dropping. When do you think a reversal is going to happen? It don't even matter. You should just go with the trend until the trend is over. I'd rather you take sales on stuff like this, and especially now that I just looking at it, there's a supply right there. Did it tap it? Yep, it tapped that supply right there. Most likely, EuroCAD is going to continue down. Especially it broke. There's the candle, and that's the break of the candle right there. So stops below that zone, and it's probably going to come down and take out the sell side liquidity that's right there. There's no point of looking for buys on this. The trend is your friend. Continue on with the trend because what you're going to see is this. You're going to see this. You'll see little pullbacks, but it's going to continue down. The pullbacks are going to be shorter, but the trend is more pips to continue dropping. Like this trend. Here's another example. This trend was trending up forever. And these weren't reversals, these are just pullbacks. And look at the pullbacks. Look how precise supply and demand is. So there's the low. It came up, and right here became a demand. So right there, it was a consolidation. Then it shot up. It didn't even come down to tap it. It just shot up. And then, oh, I'm looking for sales right here. Shot up. And somewhere on a lower time frame, it created demand right there. Tapped that demand, shot up, made a new high. And then this mess right here, there's a demand right there. Came back down. There's going to be liquidity sitting for there. So basically, what this is telling me on this setup is Euro keeps putting their positions at every demand. You see, this was a demand, but it shot below it and then shot up. And that happens when it wants to make a big move. It comes down there, collects a lot of orders, wicks out a lot of people, then shoot up. And some will argue that that right there is that whole thing right there is a demand, and that might be true. Shot up. Look how long it took for it to start shooting down. You could have got so many buying opportunities before it finally wanted to reverse. Look at that. That is buying power city. And it took that long to reverse. And it, honestly, looking at it on a higher time frame, it's still on the uptrend. But I'm just saying, like, looking at from this perspective, you're going to get more continuations than you'll ever get on reversals. So that's why I stopped in IML. Like I was in IML, I was blowing accounts. I grew them. I did good because some of my reversals. When I got a reversal, I got all my money back from all the mess ups. But now that I trade just the trend, and I know how to, I've been trading reversals for a long time. So I know when something's going to reverse, right? I know when stuff is going to reverse. How do I know? Let's go. Let's look at another one. How do I know that things are going to reverse? But being a trend trader, then starting to learn how to take continuation. So I'm at a balance. I know what to look for, you know, then, things, your trading account will get better. All right. This is a demand right here, right? Tapped it, tapped it. And this happened during COVID. I actually called this trade out. I wish I'd kept it. I only went up to that high. I saw that it was coming down to the major demand. But at this point, I thought it was support, which there is support there. Don't get me wrong. Support and resistance still work. But I'm looking, I'm like, man, this is going to reverse and just fly back up. And that's exactly what happened. But look how many selling opportunities you could have got on lower time frames. Then you could be looking for reversals on a long-term position. And then once it starts breaking structure, and what I mean by breaking structure is if you got a deep move like this, and then that's a demand, and then so let's look at it like this. I ain't trying to make this video too long, but it's for educational purposes only. So boom. When price takes out that last high right here, after you knew that there was a demand right there, this is not a break of structure. I mean, it is a break of structure, but it's a different type of break of structure. It's a change of character break of structure. The character went from bearish to bullish. It's not on that trend anymore. So the best thing to do is right there. There's a demand right there. See where that candle's at? At the breaking, tap. Came in a little bit, grabbed some more orders, tap, tap. And then when you see it's tapping like that, and this is the last wick high, that wick took out that, and that's a break of structure. It doesn't have to close. It's a break of structure right there, probably on a lower time frame. Now on the lower time frame right here, let's see. So that was the break of structure. Now on the lower time frame, you got a bigger demand right there. I hate those big demands, but that's it. And then right here would have been your entry, because now you know that it was a change of character and all that. Your entry would have been right there. Stop loss below the zone or below the last wick, and you be targeting the whole move, because eventually it'll go up to the whole move, whatever you're trying to target. Is that a supply right there? It's a lot of supplies right there. But eventually, look what happened. You get what I'm saying as far as reversals. So now that you know that USD CAD is on the uptrend, what should you be looking for? You should be looking for buying opportunities, especially what it's doing right now. Today, it went, it dumped. Today was a big dump. Now you come to lower time frame, there's a supply right there now, but it's still on the uptrend on a higher time frame. So honestly, if it comes back up there, which it should creep up there because we're on a, then it may be a dump and take out this whole move right here and come down here and take the sell side liquidity out. The whole idea is to take out that sell side liquidity because it didn't take out that one yet. Maybe it wants to take out that sell side liquidity that's sitting on, and then continue up. It's not a reversal quite yet. Not quite yet. So you can take reversals, but the overall trend on the higher time frame is the demand, which that ugly, nasty thing right there, I hate when they're this big. It's inside of a big, giant demand. I hate those. So I avoid them like circus fire. So next thing you know, you need a couple of H4 candles to start closing. And when you get a breaker candle on this, then it'll come up here. Maybe. Who knows? And then it'll come up here and start wicking, wicking, wicking. You get another breaker candle, sell down. And it might break that demand. Or it might just get stuck in between here, consolidating. Who knows? But that's what I wanted to show you. That's what I wanted to share you on your journey, wherever you're at. You need to know where you're at and know what you're trying to get. Knowing where you at is very important. Asking yourself the right questions, being patient with yourself, understanding market structure and all that, understanding the setups so you can get this thing down pat. You don't have to complicate trading. I've seen people complicate trading. And if it works for them, hey, it worked for them. But became successful at trading, making it simple. So simple that I could teach a 12-year-old. Not giving you all these definitions and all this stuff that is going to confuse you. And now you got to sit here and do homework and figure out. Look, I can I can teach a 12-year-old supply and demand, break the structure, change your characters, the sell side, buy side, liquidity, and all that, and market structure in about a week and have them trading. The question of the matter is the strategy that you're holding on to, is it so complicated that it's holding you back? If that's the answer, you might want to find another strategy that's not as complicated. But with that being said, I'll see you on the next video. Peace.